If expenditure is more than income, it is a loss. So whatever it may be. Now I am coming back to the, now I told you a businessman, he will purchase the goods and go on selling, right? So businessmen initially invest the money into the business, and if still money required, he may borrow from elsewhere. So whatever he invests is called capital. Whatever he takes from outside, they are called liabilities. Capital is the amount invested by proprietor or the owner in the business is called capital. Liabilities means this is the money borrowed by the businessman from any other source. He may borrow from a banker, he may borrow from his friends, they are called liabilities. So the business, normally just imagine a storekeeper or a businessman, what they do, they purchase the goods for sale. They purchase the goods for sale. So the goods are being purchased which are going to be marketed. They are going to be sold in the market. In this process, what happened in the business ought to be recorded. So they are called transactions. In business, we have transactions. What are transactions? Is an exchange of value. Exchange of value is called a transactions involve exchange of value that brings change in the financial position of the business. Now I'll give you a brief description. So this is business. Business deals with, can you see on the board? Is it up here? It appears on the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Owner invests the money into the business because why? He has to carry on the business. Business means you have to put money into the business. So business, you have owners invested. Later, what will you do with the money? You will purchase some goods. We purchase some goods for resale. They are called goods. Goods are meant for sale. Okay.
Sir, it is not visible, sir.
Okay.
Now it's, yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Goods are, he purchases the goods. Purchase of goods. With the money, he
Sir,
purchases
can you
goods.
rotate?
Now, till we get accustomed to the technology, it takes some time because you also learn from your friends or some your computer related people, and then they will let you know. I am also a stranger to the computer system, but I know to limited extent I know how to use it. Okay. Now, owner invests the money, so business deals with owner. He puts the money. With the money, what businessman will do? He purchases some goods in the market. So he may purchase goods from any number of persons, maybe 1, 2, 3, any number of persons. So we purchase the goods. So they are called suppliers of goods. They are called suppliers of goods. The goods may be purchased for cash payment. Followed. You may pay cash and get the goods, or sometimes you may purchase for credit. Credit means payment is postponed. That is, you may pay after some time, 1 week or 10 days. So we deal with, business deals with suppliers. They are technically called in our business language, they are called trade creditors. Trade creditors. So the suppliers are called, supplier of goods are called trade creditors. They supply the goods to the business on credit. You may purchase for cash also. If you purchase on credit, the suppliers are known as trade creditors. Whatever the goods that you purchase, right, you have to sell them in the market. So sales, this you deal with customers. Customers, this is goods are sold. The persons to whom we sold goods, they are called, in business language, we call them customers. Also, they are called debtors, trade debtors, trade debtors, trade debtors. Trade debtors is a person. Just, I have not started the subject, but I am explaining business deals with many people. Business deals with many people. So, business purchases the goods, sells the goods. The main function of the business is buy and sell, right? You purchase the goods, maybe for cash or credit. You may purchase for cash or credit. You may purchase the goods on cash or credit. The goods who supply the goods on credit, they are called trade creditors. Then the goods we purchase, we may sell it to our customers. They are called debtors. The sales may be cash sales or credit sales, cash or credit. You may sell it immediately for cash. Some people may sell for credit. The customers may be thousands. No, in a multinational company, there are thousands of customers. Regional, Telangana, customers in Telangana, Andhra. Okay, it may be in Maharashtra, Karnataka. So customers, global companies have the customers all over the world. So here we are confining to only sole trader business, not company. So goods purchased, goods sold. It creates customers. Number of customers will be there. Every business will have the customers. The customers may be 10 or 20, 30, 40, depends. You may purchase the goods from different people. Okay, this is a buying and selling is a business activity. Not only this, you must have employees. You have to pay employees or workers. Business must have workers. So you have to employ some people to run your show. So right, you have to employees, you have to deal with employees. If money is not sufficient, you may borrow from a bank, a loan taken from a banker. Business deals with banker for borrowing the funds. Whenever they need money, they take money from the bank loans. Not only this, we open an account in the bank. We can't keep the cash in the office. Then businessman every day, whatever the money collected, he will deposit, makes the payment from banker. Every businessman will have a banker. For example, I am a banker. SBI is my banker. Example, I am telling you. SBI is my banker. On my behalf, he will collect my salary and he will make payments. Whatever my telephone bill, electricity bill, car expenditure, municipal taxes, income tax, everything in the SBI pays. Every banker, every businessman will have a banker. It may be any bank, maybe ICICI Bank, Canara Bank, Andhra Bank, or whatever it may be. So business deals with bank because cash is, all receipts and payments are made here. Receipts and payments. Whatever the businessman receives, deposit in the bank, and whatever he pays from the bank. It is not compulsory, always you must pay bank. Sometimes we pay in cash, sometimes we issue a check. We give a check, online transactions will be there. So that's one. So next one, we deal with not only this one, we deal with government. Government also a party which deals with us. Government giving an opportunity to carry on the business. Who gave you right to start the business? You can't do the business as you like it, but you must register it. Government approval is required. Required permissions you have to obtain. A license from the government. Municipality. If it is Hyderabad, you have to get a municipal corporation, a permission from municipality to start a business. So we deal with government. Not only that, we have to pay tax to the government when you earn the profit at the end of the financial year. You have to pay it. So whatever the business deals with many people, okay, deals with owner, deals with suppliers, they are called traders. We buy regularly, okay. Then we deal with customers for when goods are sold, we have to account for. Next, we deal with the banker. We also deal with expenses. Expenses of the business we have to pay. What expenses? You have to pay the rent of the building. If you hire a building, you have to pay the rent. You have to pay your electricity bill, telephone bill, or not. That all municipal taxes you have to pay. For goods or advertisement, you have to pay for advertising. Okay. Stationery, you have to purchase stationery for office use. So all these expenses are paid. So business deals with all these are called transactions. What I want to tell you is transactions. What transactions? Exchange of value. Be careful. A transaction is an exchange of value that brings change in the financial position of the business. Suppose you have cash. Example I am telling you. Suppose you have a cash of rupees 100. Suppose you have a cash of rupees 100. You paid rent rupees 25. What is your cash? It is on 12th January. 12th January, you paid a rent of suppose you have a cash balance of on 10th January, you have a cash balance of rupees 100. On that day you paid, on 12th you paid, on 12th you have paid rent rupees 20 rupees you have paid. What is your position on January 10th? How much cash you are having?
100 rupees.
100 rupees. On 12th
100, sir.
January you paid 100. On 12th January you paid rent
Of
20
20
rupees.
20.
20 rupees.
20
80
rupees.
rupees
Huh?
left over.
Now I am telling you, this is very important for recording transactions. Transactions give journal entries. What is this? On 10th January, your position, you are having 100 rupees in your pocket. On 12th January, you paid 20. What is your position? You have left with only 80 rupees.
80
So you are
rupees.
not, that means you are not the same person. There is a change in the financial position. Change in your financial position changes. How? Earlier it is 100, now it is 80
Now
only.
it is 80 rupees.
80. So is there any change in the business, the assets of the business?
Yes.
There is a
Yes.
change. So that change is to be recorded in the books. That change is to be recorded in the books. Now write on a notebook. You take it. This is very important. Take a note of it. Write down. Transaction. A transaction involves exchange of value. Exchange of value that brings about change in the financial position, of the business. Change in the financial position of business. Full stop. These transactions are to be recorded in the books of accounts, following the principles of accounting. That later I will let you know what are the principles how a transaction is entered. Now today I am confining to a business deals with so many people. Look here, it is a business. Example, a Ganesh started, Mr. Ganesh started a business in the name of Lakshmi Traders, example. The name of the business is Lakshmi Traders. Followed. Lakshmi Traders is the name of the business. The owner is Mr. Ganesh. Mr. Ganesh started a business with a capital of rupees 5,000, example. He started the business with a capital of 5,000. The name of the business is Lakshmi Traders. This businessman, Ganesh, deals with so many people. What he will do with the money available? He may purchase a asset, computers, he may purchase a computer, he may purchase some, normally what to do? First step, we purchase some goods. These goods we sell it, okay, with a view to make profit. If you purchase for 10 rupees, you sell it for 14 rupees. That 4 rupees is your margin. Okay, so you buy the goods. When you buy the goods, there are many, you deal with many people. Who are they? All suppliers of the goods. Suppliers, maybe X is a supplier, Y and Z as suppliers. These suppliers, we may purchase the goods regularly from them. Okay, we deal with different people. These people from whom we purchase the goods, maybe cash, sometimes on credit, they are called suppliers of the goods. They are technically in our accountancy language, they are called trade creditors or sundry creditors. These are the persons with whom the business deals. Later I will come to it, how it is to be accounted later. Now later, the goods that you purchase, you have to sell it. These persons to whom we sell, they are called customers of the business. Customers. Customers are the persons to whom we sell the goods. Next one, they are called in our accountancy terminology, these customers are described as trade debtors. Trade debtors. They are the customers of the business. So business deals with customers. There may be any number of customers. That depends upon the size of the business. Small business, sole trader, he may deal with 10 or 12. If suppose a kirana merchant in your near to your shop, your house, now what happens? Where you go there and you purchase regularly milk or whatever the household requirement, and he will write a note on the notebook. That is sold some milk 20 rupees, something like that. No, he will have to make a record of it for you. Every customer, he will make a record of it. Okay? He deals with many customers. That is to be systematically you have to record in the books. So later, we deal with employees. You can't do the business on your own, alone. One cannot run. You need some helpers. So you employ some workers. Workers are employees. Okay? You employ some people to help you. For them, what you pay? Salaries are paid. Be careful. Salaries. Salaries are wages. Salaries are paid a regular staff. Salaries are paid for regular staff on monthly basis or yearly basis. Workers are paid on daily basis because they are employed 1 day or 2 days. So workers are engaged for 2-3 days for unloading the goods into the, from lorry to truck to the shop. We may engage 3-4 workers. Employees means those who are making bills, no? Sale bills, and who can maintain the stores. So that people, they will be regularly employed. They are called, they paid salaries. Workers are paid wages. Employees are paid salaries. Is an expenditure for the business. Salaries paid, wages paid is an expenditure. So we deal with the worker. There may be 100 workers working in a company. In your organization, there may be 100 people working for you. So these are called workers. You have to record all expenditure paid to the workers and employees. So we deal with every time, every month we make payments. So next one, bank. We open a bank account. Every businessman will have a bank account. I told you just now, like your father also may have a bank account. All payments, all receipts and payments are through bank. Today even online, through online also you receive the money, you make payments. So banker, if you require a loan, if there is shortage of money, banker will give you some loan. On that he will collect some interest, right? So we deal with banker. We also deal with government. We also deal with Government. Government is the person who gives you permission to run the business. Not only that, we have social responsibility. That is called corporate social responsibility. You have to pay taxes to the government. It is the expenditure for the business. For government, taxes collected is the income for the government. So government will collect the money. So these are the things that happens in the business. Owner, he invests the money, right? Owner invests the money. We have to record how much he gave. You have to record it. Sometimes he may take some money back. If his personal requirements are there, he may take some money from the business. This is to be recorded. Then government taxes paid is to be recorded. Goods purchased, we have to record in the business. Because I told you, na, very purpose. Yesterday I told you. Ultimately, what you have to do is, you have to ascertain the profit of the business. And at the end of the year, what you have to say? What are your assets on that day? End of the year, what are your assets? What are your liabilities? And what is your capital? You have to prepare a statement. Yesterday I told you, no? The purpose of business, every business financial accounting helps a businessman to prepare financial statements. What are they? A profit and loss account and a balance sheet. So to prepare balance sheet, you need expenditure, na? This expenditure you paid by the business is to systematically record it. Otherwise, how can you say, sir, this is my profit? Then sales is the income. This is the income. We sold goods to 101 people. Sold to Shankar, Mahesh, Ramesh, Suresh, all people you have sold. Some money collected from time to time. But you have to account for what are your total sales during that period. So sales is a major income for any business. So you have to record. Sales also recorded in the books. Systematically, record means you can't record as you like it. There is a procedure in accountancy. There is to be systematically, there needs to be recorded. So I'll come to the definition of accounting later. So what I would like to tell you is the business deals with bankers, employees, customers, suppliers of the goods, with the government and also with the owner. The why I told you earlier also, concept I will explain you. Business is separate, owner is separate. That I'll come to it in the conventions, concepts and conventions of accounting. Now tell me, who started who is the owner? Who is the owner?
Ganesh.
Ganesh is the owner. What is the business name?
Lakshmi Trader.
Lakshmi Trader.
So, owner is different, business is different. Take care.
Exactly.
So, how much profit you made earlier? Yes, 6,000.
6,000
expenditure, 14,000 is your expenditure of Lakshmi Traders business. Be careful. Lakshmi Traders earned a profit of
6,000.
6,000.
That's it. So it is business profit, not the Ganesh profit. If Ganesh is only one owner, so he will take all profit, he will enjoy. If it's a partnership, the two or more people will distribute that 6,000 profit. Followed? So the thing is, business is different from Ganesh, so that you have to record all transactions. What happened in the business? Goods purchased, you have to record. Goods sold, you have to record. Expenditure paid, you have to record. The bank transactions also you have to record. Mute the phone, Baba. Somebody mute the cell phones. So banker also, bank transactions, all receipts and payments through bank. We receive the money, our customers will pay directly, deposit the money into our bank. And sometimes we pay our suppliers directly online or by issue of checks we make payments. So all transactions, what happened with the banker, we have to record. Similarly, what happened with how much owner gave to the business, you have to record. Because owner is different, business is different. A capital, money invested by the owner is capital. This capital also a liability. Be careful. Capital also a liability payable to owner. Right? It is payable to owner. Somebody please mute the phone. Okay. Some disturbance is there. So you have to, business Lakshmi Trader has to pay capital back to Ganesh if business is closed. If business is, Normally what we do is business will never be closed. That I'll come to it later. So these transactions are to be recorded. So what is accountancy? What are the functions? Record functions. Yes, may not be visible. So functions of accounting, I come to it later. Functions. What you have to do, I will tell you. Tomorrow I will buy the books. Everybody, please purchase the book so that I will run through the textbook. No, one page by page I will explain to you, because in a classroom situation, I would have explained better, but we have to use the technology. No, you have to open the textbook page by page. I will run into. I will explain all the theory part of it. All practical problems I will show you on the board. Now coming back, what are the functions? Identify transactions. Identify business transactions. I told you, what is a transaction? It is an exchange of value that brings about, suppose salary is paid, cash goes out, salary is going to what you are getting back? Services of the employees. Be careful. When salaries are paid, you are taking the services from the employee. For the services you have received, we are paying. Right? So this is identification, but identify. Later what you have to do? Measure the value. Measure the value. What is the value? It is 10 rupees or 100 rupees, you have to measure it. So these transactions are to be identified, measured, and then recorded. Recorded in the books. Recorded in the books. So this is basically function is identify the transactions in the what happened in the business. So suppose owner gave 5,000. It is a transaction. Money comes into the business. You have to record it. First identify, then later you have to measure it. Measure and what is the value? Is 5,000 or 10,000? You have to measure it. If salaries are paid, you have to measure it. 500. Suppose you have purchased furniture, you have to measure it. What is the value? It's the value you have paid for it. Suppose 10,000 you have purchased furniture, value is 5,000. So like 10,000 or 5,000, whatever. It is to be recorded in the books. The later, it is to be summarized. Summarize all the transactions. You have to summarize in the ledger. I will come to it later. Summarized and etc. and the results. Then the results are to be summarized. Then you have to prepare in the form of a statement. This is nothing but financial statements we prepare. So that's it. So every business, while carrying on the business, they deal with many people. They deal with owner. That is Lakshmi Traders deals with Ganesh, owner. Lakshmi Traders deals with supplier of the goods. Lakshmi Traders will deal with customers. Lakshmi Traders deal with employees and workers. Lakshmi Traders will deal with bankers. Lakshmi Traders also deal with expenses. These expenses are paid. So sometimes we receive some incomes also. Sales is the income, major income for the business is sales. So some incomes may be received, miscellaneous incomes. That all these transactions are to be, they are called transactions. I told you, remember, everybody will ask you, what is a transaction? It's an exchange of value. It is a exchange of value that brings about change in the financial position. We'll work out some problems on that. Don't worry. Now, just only I'm giving overall view. In accountancy, what you have to do? All these transactions are to be identified. You have to recognize them. When they happen, you have to recognize. Later, you have to measure its value. Later, you have to record in the books. Where to record, I will let you know later. You have to record in the books. After recording, at the end of the year, you have to summarize them. Summarize means totaling, sales. January you sold something, February something sold. At the end of the year, we must know what is the summary. Summary, that is a trial balance we prepare. Summarize the total incomes and expenses, and in order to prepare profit and loss account, then give the results of the business. Anyway, I will come to it later. The tomorrow onwards, you purchase the book. This is some of you may join